Greyson, Fletcher, Greyson. Rah, rah. I'm Greyson Fletcher and I go rah. I couldn't think of a more opposite skateboarder than me. That was insane. What? I think we're 22 seconds in. 1. How do you count kinks? Wait, is this 1, 2, 3, 4? How does that work? How do you count? Or is it 1, 2? Double kink? That's a double kink, right? Straight heel locked all the way down, no problem. I couldn't think of a more opposite skateboarder than me, than Greyson Fletcher. I don't know how the hell he goes about anything that he does. Like, I've seen him skate contests, and I'm pretty sure at one point he got off of his board, stood on the coping, and did a backflip into the ramp, and didn't even land it. Like, it's just pure chaos. Dude, this edit is so high energy. Straight up, I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause it. I woke up this morning. It's like 9:15 a.m. right now, and I woke up, having my coffee, go on YouTube, see what's up with skateboarding. Greyson Fletcher dropped 2 minutes ago. And I was like, okay, we're in. I guess we're in. I love that, like, fly out 50s and tail slides and just like pumping around. I could watch, like, when I watch Greyson Fletcher do that, like, I start laughing. Like, I don't know why that's my reaction, is to start laughing, but it just fully, like, I think it's hilarious. Like, he is pumping so hard that, like, it's for reasons outside of skateboarding. You know Greyson, like, harbors some things deep inside of him that he gets out through just pumping around a bowl. But I did want to point this out. I did want to point out some legit thing. Every great skateboarder is great with their eyes. I talk to a lot of beginners. I talk to so many beginners. And it's crazy how few beginners are good with their eyes. And I don't know if it's like a correlation or causation, which one comes first, but I'm really beginning to be like fully into the idea, like, master your eyes first and then figure out the other things after. If you're good with your eyes, then you can be good. But if you're bad with your eyes, it's actually really, really, really hard to be good at anything. There's a thing in sports, and I don't know if it's a real term. I just watched one YouTube video, and it's just blowing my mind. And over the last month, it's just changed the way that I think about everything. It's just, this guy on YouTube called it the quiet eye. If you could focus your eyes on one specific target for longer, you're going to be a lot better at whatever sport you're doing. When I noticed something like this with Greyson, how, okay, first of all, the eyes always track where the board will be rolling, okay? The eyes are never going up and around and looking other directions, okay? You can see the eyes here. The eyes are going to track to the beam. Then the eyes track down the direction the board will be rolling. Now they're out forward, and then now he's going to look for, like, look at how laser focused these eyes are on a specific spot. Okay, you know there's a seam or a crack or something in the ground that you're noting. But it's not just like passively looking at it. You can see this like, boom, as soon as he lands. Those eyes are locked in on one spot for right here. 8, 9. More than a half a second. And then they hit the corner that you're going and then snap right back. And the eyes are following a specific seam, right? So you can see the eyes start out here, and then as he goes, they are tracking that specific spot right where he's rolling in. Okay, this I know this seems like arbitrary or stupid or obvious even to some of you guys, but I promise that like even someone who skates as fast and chaotic as Greyson, his eyes are going to be as calm as any elite skateboarder that exists. It's everything else that's going crazy, but the eyes make the world move in slow motion when you focus. And I think there's no better thing to focus on in your own skateboarding than focusing for longer on specific spots. Wow. Even the editing is like Greyson. They cut everything so short. Like I want to see him, Greyson rolling away from things is fun to watch. That's like half the fun. Cut. Nose blunt. Cut. They just cut it in the middle of the nose blunt. Like, I want to watch the chaos, dude. I don't know why it's saved in low qual. Oh, maybe it's just edited like that. I don't know. Oh, that was a good one. I'm sorry. I just have to go. I just have to watch this for me. I want to see some things. I want to see some stuff, bro. Okay. So, like, I'm really obsessed with, like, this whole thing. The front leg. Skaters don't understand the front leg. I never understood the front leg. Just sheer teaching backside airs to people who can't do them and like really trying to work out the pop, learning switch airs, learning switch 540s, and just constantly teaching people backside airs has really opened my eyes to like how the front leg really works and has guided a lot of the teachings. You'd be surprised with how much your front foot moves backwards. I mean, you'd be surprised your front foot moves backwards at all. And then on top of that, you'd be surprised with how much it moves backwards. It's a pretty tight foot position, actually. You can see his front foot is like, I want to be legit here and like actually mark the front foot. Okay, so let's say that is the line that the trucks are in. His front foot might not be covering those bottom two bolts. Very, very likely that it's not, which is probably a marker in the setup to see the front bolts. That's how it works for me. Either I can see the front two bolts or I can't. That is like a very binary thing. If you can see all four bolts, your front foot is just in like a lower section of the board, and the board's going to react a lot differently than if you're just covering those two bolts under the trucks. It's crazy the difference it makes. So that's a very low foot position. Also, back foot way off this heel side of the tail. And yeah, Greyson's crazy and whoosh, everything's going wild, but you know, like very technically sound. I feel like people get really excited when someone is chaotic and think that they could just do everything from every position. And yeah, Greyson probably has a lot more room to play than most skaters. That's what makes him great, is all the room to play. But, I mean, you look at the fundamentals. It's like eyes locked in, foot position, like absolutely perfect. Really nice pop where that front foot comes in. And then here, this is what I want to see. I want to see this because that would make me feel like validated in what I've been trying to learn. Not that I like want to see it technically sound. I'm learning from Greyson right now. But if I see that front foot go through the nose out forward, I kind of am going to have to restart some of my thinking. And it does go wide. But not too wide. That's crazy. It doesn't go that far in front of the nose, but it does kind of get this like, okay, yeah, it does get that forward. It does get that forward flick. Oh, there's so much going on here. This always confuses me. Back leg coming forward, that back foot going to the inside, and the front foot going forward. Clay Kreiner has this. He does kick flips like this as well, where that back foot comes way up and in. Tom Shar also has this. My back leg, I can't catch a board with my back foot to the inside like that. I feel like I should learn that. I feel like I should learn that skill. Yeah. Frontside heel flip, no grab. Yeah, I have to. Oops. Thank you, Greyson Fletcher. Fully just carving around the bowl clip with a cut. That's so funny. His pump is just so good. So let's talk about pumping because I'm just in the mood, right? You guys, I'm in the mood. How early you start pumping to a transition is crazy. It will blow your minds. Okay, he gets out of this transition and he's so deep in this squat, which is just perfect. Hips off the heel, shoulders going down into the board, eyes on your target, arms down, knuckle dragging. I love like the term like drag your knuckles on the ground because it rolls your back forward and helps you get low, rolls your chest down. So it's like you're almost Pac-Manning on your knees, right? Like this. This is what one of the things that I visualize when I'm pumping is I pretend that I'm Pac-Man. And I try to meet my knees in the middle. Right, so that's not too much of your chest going down. It's not too much of your knees bending. This is like Pac-Man. There's the little go. Okay, wait. How early you start pumping for a transition is wild. Look. Look when he starts straightening his legs. He's already pushing. Okay, this is going to blow your mind. Just give me 1 second. Force precedes movement, meaning if you're seeing him stand up here, which is still like a full couple feet before the thing, That means he was pushing here before you're seeing him stand up. So when you're pumping a corner going this fast, he is starting his pump halfway across this face wall. He's starting to push for that pump. If you're slow, you're probably starting your push like in the corner, like obscenely late. Pushing, standing up, and then wow, finish it. And he finishes the pump right through the corner. And then this whole float extension out is just used. He would be like floating in the air right now, but getting small, but Pac-Manning. And then do it again. And then do it again. Look at, you can see this energy start to go up and away from the wall before hitting the corner. All right. Big backside Indy. See, they finally showed a roll away. This angle I think is better than the fisheye because, but I actually really like that twist is there. This is big. Wow. Front crook. That's a front crook. Full ollie, way up above the coping. Holds it forward, Did he do that twice? He had to have. Yeah. But it looks identical. Another big 50. Oh, that's cool. They showed that little angle up there to show how far that power ollie really is. Like, that's deep. That's cool. But then the hill bomb looked better from this angle. Power slide, hill bomb. Wait, that looked weird. Did he spin? Yeah. Front 180, switch 5-0. Switch frontside grind. Oh, nice. Nice. It's easy. Switch frontside grind. Just like learning frontside grinds would be like the same idea. It's easy to fall over your front truck, and then you risk hanging up. For you to land in front 180, switch 5-0, grind, and then hop out of it, float. 15 out of 10. Chicken wang. Holes in pants. Oh, peace out ankle. I wonder if that frontside ollie was to vibe out the front blunt every time, because front blunt back into the ramp is going to be really hard to feel. So I wonder if he felt like, okay, I'm going to roll in to like feel the ramp every time. Wow. Again with the eyes. Look at this. Smith bash. Look at these things. Straight to your goal. So, picking your target and feeling your landing and having a plan of what you're going to do after is like so important. There are only like a few technical skills you need to know as a beginner skateboarder or an intermediate skateboarder to do the tricks you're trying to do. Ollie or a grind, let's say. By doing the front side whatever, ollie or whatever you call this, into this thing, I feel like this is going to be a good way to feel the transition. And what I'm imagining is Greyson lands in this transition in a very intuitive way with the tail tap and speed control. And then from this moment on, it's just like feeling the landing of the front blunt. And by holding the landing of the front blunt in your mind, then you can let your instincts build the rest of it to then you build the rest of the trick around that specific landing. And you can feel this same feeling that you were going for in the ollie, but you could just aim the front blunt right there. And it's almost like solving the maze backwards. You know, it's easier to solve a maze backwards. It's kind of like that way of thinking. And sometimes doing a trick before and after something scary is a good way to have your brain like, to shut off your brain. See, there's that kick flip. There's this kick flip thing. Look at that back leg come forward. All my favorites do it. Tom's one. I think Wooten does it. Clay. Greyson. There's more. I know there's more, but yeah, this is crazy because once that board gets that far in front of me, I don't really feel that comfortable. I don't know what to do in that position. I'm much more a fan of the board actually sitting behind me and dragging it along with my front foot. It's just different. I'm not saying it's like, you know, what. It's just your legs work differently. But there is something to it. I've never seen that. A huge ollie 5-0 stall. Huge pop out of the nose blunt. That transition looks really nice. This one does not. I've never really, like, I've been to pools, but I've never really skated them. It's so gnarly. It's so gnarly. And, like, something that's gnarly about it is you can't really get, like, runs in. You just kind of, like, drop in and try a trick. This looks like a cool, like, backyard skate park. Ooh, that pop out did look really sick. Like a lateral pop out. Oh, let's see this frontside flip. It's going to be hard to get deep enough to sit back enough because you got to go around the corner. He hit his forehead? Greyson. In classic Greyson fashion. That's like, wait a second, bro. That toe drag like slowed him down a lot, dude. All right, I just want to see, bro, your foot's on the ground. That's insane. I'm speechless. It's so funny because in my whole life, like, contest stuff is like, would it work in a video part? That's what judges would say. If I landed something and, like, one time I landed something and went off the side of the ramp. And I came back and I was, like, claiming it. And then they didn't count it. Like, what? And they were like, well, if it was in a video part, would it count? Would you use it? And I feel like that's the argument I would get right here. If you did this in a comp, be like, well, would it work in a video part? No, you redo it. This is crazy. This is a crazy amount of foot drag on the ground. All right. I want to see something because I feel like this is actually really quite smart. Instead of leaning, remember I said it's hard to get deep enough on it because basically you're gonna be leaned forward. That's the idea here because you're going around a corner, right? You're coming in this way and you're going out that way, and just the way that it works, if you can visualize it, that's gonna want to pitch you toe side. So you got to really sit way off the heel side and kind of let that board track around you more. But Greyson did a great thing. Instead of doing, I need to talk to him, but right, he's still pitched forward. Instead of doing that, he just let his board cross. He just let his board get way over there. So the difference between being toe side and heel side in your balance can actually just be where your board is. If you have this same balance, but your board is all the way over here, then that's going to be putting you off the heel side, even if your chest is forward and you're leaning forward. So just pay attention to like maybe this frame right here. I don't know. This is what I'm going to pay attention to, so I'll just take you through it. Okay. I don't know if the photographer is going to be in the same spot, but we have like a 90-degree line on that pole. Let's see. No, it's way different. Dang. But you can see that board wants to get more across his body, which will just put him in the heel side. That is so cool. To go like, for these to be the last 3 tricks, let's just watch the last 2 tricks and then you can go about your day. I'm done. Big pull out. A million stare 50-50. And then frontside flip the corner. Bah. Swing. Let me see that flip. Swing.